Welcome Stampers. Kelly Acheson coming to you live from Menasha, Wisconsin, and I am again jollied out. Like, I cannot get enough of this holiday season. I see we have Pennsylvania, Missouri in here. Sharon liked and shared. Thank you so much. Michigan is in the house as well as Ohio. Where else are we coming from? We just got done with a very frigid week. Thank goodness it's over. It was so cold here. We have Missouri and Virginia and Maine and North Carolina. Welcome, everybody. New York is here. Good grief. Lots of stampers tonight. I'm so happy to see you guys. What kind of mess do I have going on over here? I was trying to keep that. Oh, you caught me. The Hershey Kisses are here. Hello, everybody. I hope you have had a fantastic week. I have had a very productive week. Like, I got a lot done this week. I got some of my Christmas decorations out and put those all around the house, and hung up some lights. Yay! I'm feeling so festive. I have a string of lights in here, in my bathroom, and downstairs in my living room. And yeah, I need to get my snowmen out and get those out on the porch because I like to decorate my porch. I have a great big porch and I always like to do that. Thank you, Wendy. Yes, these are a nice accent, and I'm wearing my Baby It's Cold Outside shirt. Yay! Like I said, oh, my chair almost got away from me. I am very festive. I love Christmas. Christmas is one of my favorite times of year other than summer, which you guys know I adore. And Joe is driving home from Pennsylvania. Yes, this is awesome. There's some more New York and Alberta, Canada. I bet it's cold up there, huh? We got some Maryland in here. Oh, Georgia, I'm so very sorry about your sister. That's always sad. And that's to be expected. You give yourself grace. You deserve that. Algoma, Iowa. Hello, Vicki and Rose. Happy to see you here tonight. So I have had, like I said, a really busy week. I had Dawson on Monday and Tuesday, and so then I didn't have him on Wednesday, but Tuesday night I had my team Christmas party. It was virtual via Zoom, and I think we had a great time. We played the Price is Right game. We played the Would You Rather game. We played bingo. There were prizes. It was so much fun. And we dressed up. So I looked a lot like this, only with an ugly sweater and a great big Christmas light bulb necklace, and yeah, and my cute little earrings that jingle. Everybody's asking about my mom. My mom is better. She finally started turning the corner probably Monday, where she's like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm human again and I'm gonna live. So, woo, that was good news. That was a really bad virus she had. Yeah, so busy week. Christmas party Tuesday, mom's doing good. I had Stamp Happy live class on Thursday morning. Those are always so much fun, but there's a lot of prep that goes into that class because I made 3, 6, 7, 8 or 9 cards for that class. So it's a big one. It's a doozy. So if anybody wants any information about Stamp Happy Academy, it's a website that I run with my friends Barb and Dina. And we have so much fun on there. And it really is a stamper's paradise because we put 10 online classes on there every month. That is what we are currently doing. And we change it up every once in a while just to make it fresh and new. So lots of fun there. The live portion is a whole separate thing where you get 3 live classes every month with 8 to 9 cards each, and all of us. Fun. Lots of fun. So, Steve messaged me on Thursday. I didn't expect him back until late Friday night, Saturday morning, and he messaged me on Thursday and said, I will be home at 2 a.m. and I am very sick. Good grief, this guy. I felt so bad for him. Oh, thanks, Mary Lynn. Mary Lynn says SHA is the bomb. It really is. SHA is so much fun. I just had another one of my team members join today. She messaged me and said, I created my account. My team members, once they place their first discount order when they join my team, they get a free basic membership. So they get access to all these free online PDF classes with Stamp Happy Academy. So another reason, join me. You'll have lots of stamping fun. Anyways, Steve messaged me, said he was really sick. He got home. He seemed, sick, but okay. And then that was Thursday night, Friday morning. After he got up, I was still awake. 2 a.m. I'm like, hey, how's it going? He's like, ugh. I know. Sometimes, I know you guys will find this shocking, but sometimes I can be a little much. Anyways, when he got back up Friday morning, he went to the doctor. He has strep throat and a sinus infection. And Thursday or Friday morning at 2 a.m., after we got settled down and went to bed, I woke up like twice in the middle of the night, and he was like facing me and breathing right on me. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I got up and left. I know. Anyways, he got meds, lots of meds. So he is starting to feel better, but he's still not good. So I've had to kind of pick up the slack with everything since then, and that's been okay. Yesterday, Haley, thank you guys so much for the well wishes. Friday, we went out to eat Friday night fish fry in Wisconsin. It's a big deal. And we went out to eat. Andy came with us, and Steve didn't go. Haley and Jared and the babies, and we went out to eat and had a wonderful dinner. And then our plan was to go and look at Christmas lights. That's one of our family traditions that we do. We stop and get hot chocolate, which I really didn't need because I ate way too much food, you guys. Like, I just couldn't stop myself. I'm getting so fluffy. I need to do something about that. But back to the fun. That's not fun. We stopped and got hot chocolate, and then we drove around and we looked at Christmas lights. And I was so glad that Andy came with us because she hasn't come with us since she was a very little girl. So that was really fun. And then we all went home, and I came home and I was miserable from eating too much. Like, I'm not even kidding. My stomach was like, ugh. So I slept in the living room in the chair. Like, I was out in 30 seconds. Oh no, we came home. I came up here and worked. I had some kits that I needed to get out of the mail. So I got that finalized, and then I went downstairs and passed out like a big, ate too much. So that was really fun. And then Saturday, we had planned to make Christmas cookies and candy. So Haley and Jared and the kids came over, and man, we had a line going. I have to tell you, all the kids, and I have my snacks here. Everything we made, I put on a little plate so I can share it with you because, oh my gosh, I love all the Christmas candy and cookies. But these are bugles. These are bugles. You dip them in white chocolate, and then you sprinkle some sprinkles on them. And they look like little Santa hats, right? Yeah. So even Dawson, who is going to be 3 in March, he could totally do the bugles. We had a giant bag of bugles, and all 4 of them worked on those while I started getting out cookie dough. Val was like the sprinkle CEO of our entire event day. She just sprinkled everything, and not obnoxiously. You know how kids like to put tons of sprinkles on? This child, when I explained something to her, she just takes it to heart, and it is like burned in her memory. So don't put too many sprinkles on because people they don't taste that good. They're just to make pretty. She just sprinkled a little bit. Then she started helping me make cutout cookies, and she wanted to roll out the dough. She wanted to squish the dough up because it's cold, right? Squish the dough up and put it on the thing and sprinkle the flour and roll it out. I have this big marble rolling pin that my mom bought me many years ago, and she wanted to do that, so I would help her and tell her it's not about pushing it so much as it is letting the weight of the roller do it, and then it's got to be all even. And I know I'm kind of picky, and I try to be less picky with the kids because like they're kids, but I just told her all the things, and I thought, okay, if something goes awry here, it's no big deal, right? Because I'm a little anal too. I just let her do her thing, and I helped her, and she just remembered everything, and she started cutting out the cookies, and I said, now you got to keep the cookie cutters close so that we don't waste all that dough, and we can get more cookies out of the dough when we roll it out. Boom, she was all over it, making them fit in there and scooping them up and putting them on the pan and re-rolling the dough, and it was so stinking adorable. You tell her something once and she's all over it, and you don't usually have to tell her again unless it's something like, don't do that, like to your brother. No, they're really sweet together. So we cranked out all the bugles. We cranked out cutout cookies and got those frosted. She's very good at frosting cookies. She did all the sprinkles on those. We did Andy's mint cookies. We dipped pretzels. She helped with that. She was the sprinkle queen. Dipped pretzels. I made those little snowball cookies. We call them, in my recipe book, they're called Russian tea cakes. And I made toffee. And she ended up staying here with me while her parents went, and I don't even remember what they did. They came back later and picked her up so they could go do something that night. But we took a nap together. Oh, my favorite. So yeah, we had a really nice time. And we got, oh, and then they came back over this morning because that wasn't enough. I made dough after they left last night, and I made some more cutout dough too because I give a lot of cookies away. And I made dough for the Andy's Mint cookies. They came back this morning for breakfast. We had buttermilk pancakes and bacon. Soon as that was over, we started making the Andy's Mint cookies, and we got those all cranked out so they could take home, like they took home half the cookies and we kept half the cookies and candy and all this stuff. So your daughter wants you to make toffee. Well, I have to tell you, it's pretty easy. There's not a lot to it, but it is candy, and candy can be a little persnickety sometimes. I really have a hard time with candy thermometers. Like, I go through them. And here's Joanne. Joanne is the one on my team that just got into the Stamp Happy Academy website. Hi, Joanne. So yeah, candy thermometers. The little clip that holds them on the side of the pan, those are like garbage. They just are. They don't work right, and they slide, and then they don't stay there, and ugh, so mad at that. And I just bought a new one because my clip last year broke, and like I couldn't make it work right. And, anyways, cookie problems, candy problems. Georgia says she will give me her address for some cookies. You go right ahead. What are Andy's Mint cookies? Okay, so they're a chocolate cookie that's made with lots of butter, and I use real butter in everything. Lots of butter and chocolate chips, and gosh, I don't even know what else is in the liquid. Oh, eggs. There's eggs in it. And then after you melt that all together, then you put in your flour and your baking soda and mix it all up and put it in the fridge. And you refrigerate it for, I don't know how long. We always do it overnight. And then you take it and you make little balls out of it. And you put the balls on your pan. And when it cooks, they go down into a nice little round cookie. When they first come out of the oven, you take a half of an Andy's Mint candy and you put it on top of each cookie, and you just leave it sit there for a little bit, and then you go back with the back of a spoon and you swirl it. So this, my friends, is an Andy's Mint cookie with half an Andy's Mint melted on top, and they are delightful. Oh my gosh. They're Haley's favorite, Steve's favorite. Everybody loves them. The only thing, I only make stuff that people love because otherwise I have to eat it all, except these little jewels. These are the little snowball cookies. They're made with powdered sugar and butter and nuts. And nobody really likes those except me in my house. And, you know, like with the kids. Oh, I just got powdered sugar all over my jeans, you guys. Anyways, yeah, when I turn my camera around, I'll show you my cute little plate. So, oh, and while I'm at that, Priscilla on my team mailed me this on Friday. I got it. So I wore this all day. And this is Elf, the movie Elf. Yeah, and it says, we elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corn, and syrup. So I had this on all day, which was fabulous. It was really fun. We had a good time. Okay. I'm kind of like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sick. I'm not sick. Oh, look at Melody says snowball cookies are her family's favorite. I love them. They're my sister's favorite. So usually for Christmas, I will get a nice little tin. And I bought a whole bunch of them last year on like 75% off. And then I put all my cookies and candies in there and give them away. But my sister, I will make her a whole batch of the little snowball cookies because those are her favorite. So that's usually what I give her for Christmas with a little something else. Okay. What else? I have prizes to give away. Yay! Oh, did I get through everything? I don't have a John report. I have not seen him. But I have pretty much, like, I hardly went any place. Well, I shouldn't say that. While Steve was gone, I went with my friend Rachel. We went to Costco and I ordered 2 new pairs of glasses. Yay! They'll be in about 10 days. So I'm kind of excited about that. But that's where I went. That's really the only place I went was Costco until Friday when I went with the kids. So I haven't really done much. Haven't seen John. I've been right here in this office getting the things done. So that's been nice to be not disturbed, right? Yeah, so prizes. I have some pretty things to give away, and there are 3 ways that you can win something from me. One way is to comment. So if you're new here tonight, or maybe you forgot to check in, just say hello or where you're from or whatever you want to say, and you will be entered in a drawing to win fabulous prizes. I have these gold faceted adhesive backed sequins. I love an adhesive backed sequin. These were on the clearance rack, and I just happen to have some of these. These are going out to Vicky Icons from Arizona for commenting on my live last Sunday. Yay, Vicky! Congratulations! And I am pretty sure that I have your address. I think. I'm pretty sure I have everybody's address tonight. If not, how am I going to contact you? I don't know, but if you see this, send me your address just in case. I'm pretty sure I have it. But okay, so that was for Vicky. Next up, for sharing this video, someplace on your screen there is a share button. Click on it to share, and it'll say, where do you want to share it to? Share it to Facebook, share it to Instagram, share it to wherever you want, share it to YouTube. Any place is great. I appreciate all of them. I have the Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More card pack. These are really, really fun, big pack of cards. You can make lots and lots of cards with these. And also the, I'm trying to see how wide this is, 1/4 inch shimmer ribbon in gold. I thought that would be pretty with this. So that's for sharing. And Kathy Brennan from Maryland, you are the big winner. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you guys all for sharing. Always appreciate that. Last but not least, for placing an order with me in the last week. First of all, thank you to everybody that placed an order. Thank you to you guys during that free shipping. Wow. You guys really took advantage of that. And I was so happy to see that, because who doesn't love some free shipping? That was like out of the blue. We had 3 days of free shipping last week. Now, if you didn't know about that, you're probably not subscribed to my newsletter. If that's the case, you need to get on it. Right under this video is a link to sign up for my newsletter. Also, there's a link to my blog, www.AStampAbove.com. And if you subscribe to my blog, you'll get an email anytime I add something new to it. And I definitely posted about the free shipping. So that's always on my blog. It's always in my newsletter, letting you guys know what's happening. And I think I sent it out the day before it was going to be free shipping. We don't usually get much notice on this stuff, so I try to let you know as soon as I know. I have a, I think this is a 1/4 pack of the Iconic Celebrations 6x6 Designer Series paper. And then I have the Garden Meadow dies were donated to me by somebody. Pretty sure that the Garden Meadow stamp set is still in the online store, but there's just some neat, very neat things in here that you can use without the stamp set. And Teresa Barrier from Pennsylvania, these are going to be on their way to you. So thank you guys so much for your comments, your sharing, your orders. I appreciate it all. I am going to, where'd that, oh, I got to get my note on here so I don't get this lost in a pile of anything. So I get those mailed out. It might take a little bit longer with the holidays because, boy, I sent out some kits on like the 7th and somebody still hadn't received theirs, and it's the 15th today. So it's a little slow, right? So yeah. Butternut balls, Jean says. My snowballs look like butternut balls. Yeah, they're very fall aparty. They're very tender. When you bite into them, they fall apart a little bit. They're so good. So good. Hang on, I got to get my, there we go. And speaking of all these cookies, I'm getting a little hungry. Like I had a piece of pizza earlier tonight, but that was it. So I'm like, oh, I might have to eat this plate, but I'll show it to you first because it's really pretty. It's really cute too. Okay, I think that we are ready to turn this buggy around and get started with some stamping fun. What do you guys think? Is everybody ready? I think so. Mail takes forever in Missouri, Shelby says. Yeah, I know. I can't remember where this was going to. I think it was going to Indiana, which isn't that far from here. You know, like it's not like California or the East Coast. So I don't know. Anyways, we are going to be having some fun tonight. I've got some really pretty projects for you guys. So let me get this flipped around. Let me get you in my stand and I will show you all my pretty little cookies. Okay, hang on now. I have to make sure this is straight because nobody likes a crooked camera, right? Okay, you guys, isn't this beautiful? So here's my beautiful toffee. It's a little thick, but it's delicious and it gets stuck in your teeth just like toffee should. My cute little Russian tea cake snowball cookies. Those are delightful. We've got our dipped pretzels. Everybody loves those. I made a whole huge container of them. The Andes Mint cookie with that half of an Andes Mint on top of it. All of our little bugles. Oh, look, this one doesn't have any sprinkles, but this one does. It does look kind of like an ice cream cone, doesn't it? And then my cutout cookies, which are, oh, to die for. They're all homemade. Everything is homemade, except I don't make the chocolate, you know. But yeah. And there's a few things that I have left that I want to make. I make cashew brittle, and it's all microwave, so it's real easy. And what else do I like to make? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I don't know. Anyways, we're going to get nice and fat and sassy, right? I'm going to keep those right over here just in case I need a little nibble. I do have one of the utterly adorable online class left, you guys. We use the So Swirly embossing folder with this one. This is still available if you don't happen to have this bundle. You'd like to get your hands on this pre-cut cardstock kit with 6 different cards in it, video tutorials for all. You're going to find all the information for it on my blog. And in the right-hand column, there's online classes. Click on that and head over there. That was last month. This month, we're using the Thoughtful Wishes bundle for our online class. This is beautiful. The paper's beautiful. The dies are beautiful. The stamp set is beautiful. Again, that information is also on my blog. And then we still have the special release of our Designer Series paper. This was all refreshed paper, meaning that these patterns we have had previously, but Stampin' Up! Took them and made them new trendy colors. So I have the color theory on the way in my order that is coming here any day now. So all of this information is again on my blog right here. If you place an order with me, which I always appreciate, that's what keeps me in business, keeps these free videos coming your way. This is my current host code, which you can find in the right-hand column of my blog, and also at the end of every single blog post is my host code. If you use this, please use this if your order is under $150. If your order is over $150, don't use the code. I want you to get the rewards that Stampin' Up! Gives you. If you would like to get my free Happy Mail card kit, the cards that we're going to be making tonight are free in a kit when you place a minimum $50 order with me. And when your order goes over $75, I am going to include these fantastic bird and dragonfly self-adhesive adhesive back dragonflies and birds embellishments when your order goes over $75. But again, if your order goes up to $150 or more, you're going to just email me and say, Kelly, I would like your free card kit, and I will put you on that list. But don't use the code if it's over $150. You're going to get rewards from Stampin' Up! I want you to have those. Okay. Also, we have brand new catalog coming out starting January 7th. Our new spring mini catalog has some beautiful, beautiful new products in it. Also, celebration goes from January 7th through February 28th. With every $60 that you order, you get to choose something free out of this brochure. I can't show you the inside until January 7th. So otherwise, I would be flipping through this for you. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, or maybe your demonstrator is no longer with Stampin' Up!, I would be happy to earn your business. I do send catalogs out to everyone, so get in touch with me, let me know. And next up, what? We are going to be working with the Regal Winter Designer Series paper. Now, in our holiday mini catalog, or the what did we call this one? September through, or August through December mini catalog. This was the paper that I saw in there and I went, oh, this is for me. It's so, so pretty. I love it, love it, love it. Now, I forgot to look and see if this is on the last chance list. I'm pretty sure that it probably is. The last chance list is in a new place now. If you go to my blog, click on the online store, any place on there. And once you get to the online store, you're going to click on specials and then last chance products. And you'll be able to see all the products that are being retired. It's going to run a little different now in that Stampin' Up! Is going to keep these items in the store until they are gone, or they decide to pull them. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be until they're gone. I'm just looking up this Regal. Yeah, the whole Winter Suite collection is on the retirement list, or the last chance products list. Oh, look at that. Hang on, I gotta grab the embellishments. I was gonna look those up earlier to see which embellishments went with this suite, and I forgot to do that. Yeah, these embellishments, and these are called Regal foiled dots. These are dots. But yeah, they go really nicely with this paper. Okay, so let's get our first project out here. I'm going to bring in the Regal Flora stamp set. This is the stamp set. It's got 10 different images in it, really beautiful floral and leafy things with some really nice fonts on the sentiments. These are the dies. So we've got the outline dies that cut out the images in here. And then we've got some really fun elements that also go along with this. And I love that when Stampin' Up! Does that with all these fun little different elements. I'm also going to be using the Wanted to Say dies. And when you place an order with me in your free card kit, I will die cut the image out of here that we're using in that free card kit. So you don't need to have this. It will be included in the kit. And then, because if you've been following me over the last couple of weeks, you know that I'm making cards for my mom for Christmas. And my mom needs get well cards, thinking of you cards, and sympathy cards, probably more than anything else right now. So I pulled in the Comforting Thoughts stamp set. This just has a lot of sentiments in it that are great for people who need a little encouragement during a difficult time. So I'll be using this too. Okay, let me get my dimensions hung up here. Now, when you place that order with me, you are going to get a PDF file that has all the dimensions and ingredients list for the projects that I make tonight. You will also, hang on just a second, you will also find more photos and the ingredient list on my blog a couple hours after we're done tonight. Get everything photographed and edited and put on my blog so you can see all the pictures. Okay, so obviously we're using the Regal Winter DSP, and I am going to use this particular floral combination here. And I just love the back and the front, like they're all so pretty. I'll set that over there. So our card base is 5.5 by 8.5. Lynn wants to know, are the embellishments on the last chance list? Let me take a look for you. I am going to do 164038. I'm glad you're asking. 038. And they are not. They are not on. These are not on the last chance list. So they're going to keep those around. Yay. That's good. Thanks for asking. Okay, so card base, regular card base. And then I have 2 pieces here of basic white that are 4 by 5 1/4. I've got a 3/4 inch by 4 inch piece of the designer paper. And then this piece right here is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. And of course, an envelope, so we can have some matchy going on here. First thing I want to do is stamp the inside. And I am going to make the front of this card is going to say, wishing I were there to give you a hug. So this is a nice card for my mom to be able to use that could be used for a lot of different things. For somebody who's sick, for maybe somebody who's just lonely, you know, somebody who lost a loved one, whatever the case may be. I'm going to take one of these basic white layers, and it's going to be the inside. And I think this one we are going to stamp with wishing you comfort. And I'm going to use Memento black ink here. Oh, I got to get out my cherry cobbler ink too. So I'm just going to stamp this right here, wishing you comfort. Oh, and I need to wash these too, because we're going to use these over. This is my chamois. I put it in a clear stamp case. It is a wonderful way to clean your stamps. Love that thing. And then, how about some, this card base is cherry cobbler. So I'm going to bring in cherry cobbler ink. And I'm going to stamp this little flower. I just want a little something here. Wishing you comfort. That looks great. So I should just leave this open. But then it gets dried out. It's kind of a double-edged sword there. And then we're going to take this little piece, grab my liquid glue, and the specialty paper in the suite is also not on the last chance list. And that's probably why they're keeping the embellishments, and that makes my heart so happy. Because this paper is just so regal, as the name says, regal winter. And it doesn't look very wintry to me, so it can be used for a lot of different things. Oh, that's nice. That's not right. Hang on. I pulled that out of my scraps, and I must have... Huh. Let's get a new piece here at 5 1/2. And as long as we're here, I'm going to score it at 4 1/4, and we'll throw that one back in the scraps. I can use that card for something else. Okay. Get out my bone folder, and we'll get this right inside our card. Less chance that we drop a stamp on it and wreck it or something. We'll just get it in here and get it protected right away. Isn't that just so like regal? Yeah, I know. All right, now let me get rid of this. We're going to take this piece that's 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. And if you want to, you can just cut it. But you want to kind of be in the middle over here. In the middle, kind of in the middle, and then up. So here's what I did. I decided to measure this for you instead of just cut it. So what you're going to do is you're going to measure at about, this is 3 7/8. So let's see. I'm going to measure over here at about 2 5/8. And then from the top down, 2 5/8. And now from the bottom up at 2 5/8. So I've got just a little pencil mark there. And we're going to cut this on a diagonal from that pencil mark to that pencil mark. I did this just like put it in here and just chopped it. And it was very uneven. And I have to tell you, it looked a little stupid. So I kind of recommend doing a little bit of measuring here. Okay, so is that right? No, that's not right. My mark was up here, you guys. Okay, so let's try that again. Hang on. I'll show you in just a second what I meant about that. Looked kind of stupid. Let me see if I can find my paper. Here comes my paper. Is this the red? Nope, that's the blue. Let me grab the red. Oh, that one looks good. Okay, we'll do this again. 3 7/8. That's a great way to start off your first card, right? And 3 7/8. Okay, let's do this measure again. And this time Kelly will cut on the mark that she actually made. So we've got 2 5/8 right there. And then from the bottom up, 2 5/8 right there. Now I can see that one a little bit better. Now we're going to cut from this mark to, it's hard to see these because, oh, there's my other mark right there. Okay, so I'm looking at it and looking at it. So I've got my mark here and my mark right here. Let me just make sure that's right before I chop up something else. And it's not. It is. It's right. Good grief. It doesn't have to be exact, but it needs to be kind of in the middle, and I'll show you what I mean. Where'd that other piece go that I just chopped? Right here. So if you look at this one has a lot more down here and less up here, right? It's just not going to look right. Trust me, because I did it on one and had to start over. So we're going to take this. And this is, I know that would seem like it was all difficult, but it's not. This is my easy card for the night. And I just kind of jacked it all up and made a mess out of it. Good grief. We're just going to kind of lay this on here. Okay, because we need to stamp first. And I am going to grab the sentiment that says, wishing I were there to give you a hug. And I'm using my Memento black ink. Gotta love lives, Georgia says, that's for sure. And I'm gonna stand up so I can get this pretty darn good here. That turned out great. Okay, so we're just gonna stamp that right in the middle. Now we're gonna glue it down. And I didn't want to glue it down first because if you really mess it up, then you know you gotta cut another piece and all the things. So if you do it like that, if you mess it up, you can turn it over. And I see I got a little bit of my loop-de-loop on my H on my designer paper, but I think it's fine. Oops, I better push it up there so it meets so we can see the rest of that loop. There we go. Okay, so here's our pretty little card. And that white under there really makes this pop. I love that look. You could use a light colored cardstock there too. Like I actually thought about using a light blue or even the yellow that's in here. That would work. And then I needed my embellishments, which, where did they go? Right here. So I get my take your pick tool out. Ah, thank you, Georgia. Oh, I got an add too. That's okay. Just push skip when it lets you skip. All right, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use the birds. I'll use one of these birds and I'm going to put it like right up here. And I'll use one of these other birds going the other way and kind of throw it right there. Look at how pretty those are. And they're like totally low profile. So that's nice. Here's our card. Wishing I were there to give you a hug. Wishing you comfort. Okay, so my mom's going to love that. Now I have an envelope here, so let me do a little... I'm going to bring that cherry cobbler back in here, and I'm just going to put these pretty little flowers on the front. And that is perfect for my envelope. You could also do some of the designer paper on the flap. That's always really pretty too, right? And I've got several different variations of this. So here's our first one with cherry cobbler. Then I used that same paper and I made one with gorgeous grape. And this one says, I wish I could make this better. And then I used this particular pattern with boho blue. And how about one more? Because I kind of went crazy. Hi, Ardella. Happy to see you here. And then this is wild wheat, which is a color people either really like or hate. But I think it looks really pretty here. And there's a little bit of wild wheat. That's one of the coordinating colors in here. So we've got this and this. There's some wild wheat in here, in the middle of this flower. So yeah, it's grown on me. And I do kind of enjoy using it now. Whereas when it first came out, I'm like, oh, I don't know about that color, but I do like it now. So here's quick and easy. Like you can chop up a pack of paper and make a ton of these and give them as gifts. And of course, you guys know that I'm really on a gift giving. I wanted to say bender, but that's not really quite the word I'm looking for. I don't go on benders. But yeah, I've been making lots of cards for gifts. So here's just a really easy, pretty one that I really love, and it really showcases the gorgeous designer series paper. So when you place that order with me and get your free card kit, it'll be one of these 4 colors, just so you know. All right, let me set those over there. That was our first card. Now I'm going to maybe eat a little bugle. Hang on while I grab the next card. Let me get my dimensions down here. Maybe I'll set those on my computer. All right, next up. Oops, hang on, my card's falling on the floor. It's trying to fall again. It's trying to get away from me. There we go. So in this whole collection is this beautiful textured ribbon. And this is Blackberry Bliss, and it is 1/2 inch wide, and then it's got the gold edging on it. And of course, it looks beautiful with these papers. Like it's very rich, regal, so pretty. I'm going to be using Gorgeous Grape and Misty Moonlight, which seems like a very odd combination, but hang tight because I think you're going to like this. Let me get out my bits and pieces here. Ooh, very regal and pretty. So we have our basic white envelope. If you're going on a bender, a gift giving one is the best. Exactly, Kelly. Exactly. Thank you guys so much for, somebody asked about the stamp set I'm using for the sentiments. And yes, it is the Comforting Thoughts. I haven't had a bugle in years. Oh, Yvette, you need to try them with some white chocolate on the end because you'll become a bugle purchaser again. This is basic gray, 5.5 by 8.5. And I'll go ahead and get that folded and burnished good. Then I have basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. And then this particular print of the designer series paper, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. I've got a little 3/4 by 4 inch strip here. And then I've got Night of Navy and gold foil. Also, a piece of this ribbon that is 4 inches or so long. So let me grab, let me get out all the rest of my stuff. We're going to do a little bit of white embossing. I've got my Versamark ink here and my embossing buddy that's part of the Additions toolkit. I've also got, is this where? Yep, I've got Wink of Stella here and my dark Night of Navy Stampin' Blend marker. And so my card is navy and gray, so I thought, well, I wonder what would happen if I took my marker and colored my Blackberry Bliss ribbon with the Night of Navy marker. But yeah, because it's darker, it makes it darker. So you want to do that first so that this has a little bit of time to dry. It is an alcohol marker, so it dries quickly. But I just wanted to do that first and set it aside and let that dry while we're working on the rest of our card. Okay, so we are going to take our Night of Navy and our gold foil, and we're going to use, where's my dies? Here they are. We're going to use this die, and this die actually cuts two labels. One's a frame, one's a label. So it cuts them both at the same time. It cuts this one and it cuts this one, which is one of the really fun features of this bundle. So we're going to do that on here and on here. Before we do that, we're going to do a little embossing on our navy layer. Oh, and by the way, oh, I wish I still had that little piece here someplace. Did I throw it away? Let me see if it's in my garbage and I can see it right away. All I've got in here is paper. I thought, oh, you know what? I wonder what would happen. I don't see it. I wonder what would happen if I stamped one of these flowers on gold foil. If I stamped it in Versamark and then in a color and then on gold foil and clear embossed it, I wonder what would that look like? I thought, wow, I might have come up with something really cool looking here. So I tried it. It didn't work. It looked terrible. I was going to save it and share it with you guys to just go, sometimes you think you might have this really neat idea, and that's how new ideas come about, and then it's a total flop. And I do that too. Just so you know, if you've ever done that, we're in good company. That's all I wanted you to know. Okay, I am going to take that stamp that says, here it is, wishing you comfort. We're going to use that one again. And again, that is from the Comforting Thoughts. And we're going to ink that up with Versamark. Oh, yeah, we're using white. And I'm going to be die cutting it with this. So I just need to see, where do I want to stamp it? And I want to stamp it right about here. So there's my Versamark. Oh, I just made a very bad judgment. Close up your ink pad before you start using powder. Just, yeah, it's not cool to get powder in your ink pad. Done it. It's a mess. Okay, and then we're going to heat set this. Hang on. I just turned this over and flicked it right on my floor. Just a couple sprinkles, you guys. Then we're going to heat set this. And now I can see it starting to turn. Whoops. Can you see it? The magic of embossing. And then you kind of flip it. Well, you don't flip it, but you tip it to make sure that everything is shiny and there's no dull there. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to keep that sentiment right kind of in the top left corner of my frame when I die cut it. So we're going to die cut that. And we are also going to die cut this. And when we get that done, whoops. Oh, I really have to die cut that. So hang on. I thought I didn't have to. I thought I already did it, but I have to die cut this, so I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. So here's our little frame, or here's our label. And then there's a little frame in here. So I'm going to get that out. Do we have anybody watching double football game and Kelly stamping tonight? The Packers are playing the Seahawks. So that should be a good game. I don't know if the Bears are. The Bears playing tonight? So look at how pretty this is, you guys. Whoops. Yeah. So we've got Night of Navy and we've got gold. So what I thought of doing is this. Whoa. And then I thought, wow, I wonder what those words would look like if I used gold. instead of white. And so here's the gold. And it looks fine, but I decided to go with the white. But I just wanted to show you that gold is definitely an option. Oh, let me get that out of there. Okay, now we have a little bit of stamping to do. These two pieces, let's see, yeah. Okay, this piece we're gonna use on our next card. And this piece I am going to add back into my dies. And I have a whole bunch of little bits in here that I have die cut so I can use in the future. But this and this is going to stay together. Now what I'm going to do is grab a scrap of basic white. And, ooh, we need a dauber. And we're going to take the Misty Moonlight and the Gorgeous Grape. And I'm going to grab that 3 flowers again. Right here. Did I do this yet? No. First, I'm going to do my envelope. And I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'll do that with the 3 flowers. So we're going to stamp in the lighter of the 2 colors. And I guess they're both kind of the same. So I'm going to go with the purple, the Gorgeous Grape. And then I'm going to come in with that dauber in the Misty Moonlight, and we're going to just dauber around the outside edges of these flowers. And then I'm going to kind of do a little bit in the middle, a little bit right here where it's a little more solid, and maybe a little bit right there. Then I'm going to huff on it. You know, huff, like you're cleaning your glasses. I can't wait for you to see this. Look at how pretty that is. This is the paper that we're going to use. And I really wanted it to be kind of variegated like this. And I think that's what my flowers turned out like. So we're going to do that one more time. Well, actually twice, but I'm only going to do it once. You need to clean your stamp because you don't want to put that blue into your purple ink pad. So we're going to go with the Gorgeous Grape again. And then the Misty Moonlight all around the edge. It's kind of like a rock and roll technique, only with a dauber, because I want to get some of that color into the middle of these flowers. And then we're going to stamp that on our scrap. Huff on it first. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Ah! I love it. You're going to do that twice. So we're going to do 2 sets of those flowers there. Let me get this cleaned off. And I'm going to clean off my stamp, my words here. Okay. And then, let's see, what am I doing? On the inside, as long as we have all our stamps out here, on the inside, this is going to be a short card. So I've got Wishing You Comfort on the front. And on the inside, I am going to stamp I don't have all the right words to say. And isn't that the truth when you have friends that need a card for something like this, right? Or, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to talk about. It's like kind of crappy, but you want to show them support. Okay, so I'm going to go with the black again, and I'm just holding my little sliver here, my 3/4 inch piece in place. And I'm going to stamp my, I don't have all the right words to say. And I think that's just brutally honest sometimes. You don't know what to say to people, but you want them to know that you're thinking about them. Lid right here. Now we can glue this in place. And again, this is 4 inches by 3/4. That looks nice. We're going to die cut both sets of these. Oh, before we do that, we're going to take our Wink of Stella and we're going to wink this up a little bit. And I'm just going to color over the floral parts. You don't need to get too precise here because these are kind of a watercolor painted sketchy flower. Not sketchy like bad sketchy. You know what I mean? Okay. Then we're going to die cut. You got 2 of these. Die cut that. Here comes those. Aren't they so pretty? Here comes our frame. And now we can put our card together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this beautiful paper to our white layer. So this is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 added to 4 by 5 1/4. Just again to get that pop on there, which just makes all the difference, I think. Add that extra layer. It just takes your card from, oh, that's nice, to, ooh, regal, right? A little bit more classy. Then we're going to bring this in. And I glued this right on. So I'm just going to kind of hold these together. I want to get this on here straight and centered. Now I'm going to go in with this. I'm going to put this right in the middle, as middle-y as I can get it. So I have to tell you guys, my husband just became a huge Yellowstone fan. He's watched it on and off a little bit, but he came in the house and said, I've been binge watching Yellowstone today, and I have to say that I am really into it now. I thought that was kind of funny. He doesn't usually have shows that he's really into. Okay, a little bit of glue on that outside edge. Whoa, look at how pretty that is. Now, again, if you wanted to use gold embossing, this is what that would look like. It's very pretty, but I just thought I'd bring the white in from the paper and also that extra layer that I put on there. And now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of these two. Oh, you know what I forgot? Dang it. I forgot the ribbon. So let's see if I can wreck this. Oh, there we go. Look, I don't use a lot of glue. And that's why, you guys, like, it's a whole thing for me. Don't use a lot of glue. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. Cut this off just like this. And I'm going to use a little mini glue dot to keep this folded, just like that. And then I'll use a mini glue dot to put this under my layer that I glued down, because I just get ahead of myself because I get so excited with all the pretty stuff. Oh, that turned out perfect. Okay. Whew. Saved it. Okay, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals on here. Let me get my brand new sheet out. It's always exciting when you get a new sheet of dimensionals out. I don't know why. It's the dumbest thing, isn't it? But I'm always like, ooh, look how nice and new it is. Okay. Get my backs off. I think this week is the week that I'm going to clean my office, you guys. I'm feeling it, feeling it. I think I'm going to put these right over here, right like that. And then I'm going to tuck this under just a little bit. I want to keep it away from my words. Oh, no, I don't know if I like that. Hang on. I'm going to move it a little bit. Yes, that's what I want. Okay, then we have embellishments. Where did they go? There. Keep setting them way over there. I gotta stop doing that. I think for this one, I'm gonna use some dragonflies. And I think I'll put one, oops, right here. And maybe, I got a fuzzy on there. Another one right up here. I'm going to set these right over here now so I won't lose them again. And here is just a really fun layout with that label and that frame. What do you guys think? Can you see the wink of Stella on there? Good grief, it's so pretty. Gorgeous Grape and Misty Moonlight. I thought those colors look so pretty together. And of course they match the paper too. Stamp cleaner way over there. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Let me put these back. got everything cleaned out here. Next up, set that over there too. Did I clean this? Yes, I did. And here comes my next one. Oh, that should be back there. All right. Next on our agenda is a really cool fun fold. I'm really excited to share this with you because it's pretty neat. Okay, I'm going to set this over here. Now, I've got my envelope here. And then I've got Blackberry Bliss, and this is one of my favorite regal colors because it is so rich, right? Yes, Susan says she loves the Misty Moonlight and the Gorgeous Grape. I know, and I don't, you know, I just kind of looked at, excuse me, looked at my paper that I was using, and I had stamped up, let me find those, you guys. I can show you. That's not it. I had stamped up a couple different colors here. And they just weren't what I was trying to get at. So I did Gorgeous Grape. And then I did, come on. Oh, goodness, everything's falling out. Did Gorgeous Grape. And then I did Misty Moonlight. And I just decided that it just wasn't doing it for me. Like I wanted something that wasn't so bold one color. And that's when I'm like, well, I should try a dauber and see what some blue with some purple looks like. And that's how I came about this. I just kept goofing around until I got what I wanted and was lucky that I got what I wanted because that other thing I did was a complete, like I said, absolute disaster. Okay, here's our layers. So we've got a regular card base, 5.5 by 8.5. It's already scored here in the middle at 4 1/4. This one is 5 1/4 by 8, scored at 4. So scored right in the middle, or just fold it in half. So we've got 2 card bases. One's a card base, the other one's going to go in here. Then here comes all of our layers. So we've got, hang on, 3 3/4 by 5, 4 by 5 1/4. That's a scrap. This piece is 1.5 by 6, and I've already scored it at 2 inches. So 1.5 by 6, scored at 2. Here's that gold label from our last card where we just used the frame. We're going to use that. This white piece is the same size as this, 3 3/4 by 5. And then again, this is a scrap. So we need to glue this on here. We're going to glue this onto the larger regular card front, 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to glue this right on the front. I'm only going to glue around the outside. So glue this right on here, just like that. Then we are going to take our frame and we are going to add it right to the center of the front. Open up your card. We're going to put that right on here and we are going to die cut this. So let me do that. I'll be right back. Oops, it moved on me. Hang on. Okay, I did pin this down with some temporary tape. That is important. Now, because I didn't use glue in the middle, you've got this piece that of course I can save and use with another card, because I'm not going to use that here. And then this piece right here, which is also an extra. So I am going to, this is our card front. This is going to go right in here. So we've cut a window for this, which is pretty cool, right? We're going to take a scrap of this and we're going to use the Feel Better Soon from that Wanted to Say set. Now, the other thing that I looked at that would fit on a label like this, the Feel Better Soon fits on there, but also in here, we have a Celebrate, and that fits in here quite nicely too. So anybody who has this Wanted to Say die set, this is a really, really good one. It also has Happy Birthday in it. And what does this say? You are too kind. You're too kind. There's also a you're too kind. And of course it has the detailed and then a background. So you can cut this out of one color and the background that goes behind it to layer behind it out of another color. And then all these little elements. So you've got Happy Birthday, You're Too Kind, Celebrate, and Get Well Soon with all the little elements. I'm going to die cut this out of this scrap. And once we do that, this is what we have. And I want to put this right on here. So this is, again, you know, going along with my whole theme, it's a Get Well card. Now I could have used adhesive sheets to do this, but I decided that I am going to use my glue dauber. This is a sponge dauber that I use for glue. And I'm just going to squirt some glue right here. We're going to flip this over. It also is kind of pretty on the back if it wasn't backwards, right? But it's kind of neat to use Pattern Designer Series paper for these words because it gives them a really unique look. I need some more glue. I'm always err on the side of less. Oops. See how I kind of dissipate that ink so I don't have it be all globby? And that's what you don't want to happen. Okay, here we go. Now, when you're using foil, you want to be really careful and get this set down so that you don't have to move it around because glue does not look good on foil. I did it. Isn't that pretty? So I thought that'd be a great way to use up that gold frame. All right. Now we've got this piece, which is the smaller of the two. And we are going to, whoops, let's do this. We're going to take this layer and put it right on the front. And isn't that a beautiful color combination? So rich. You could use the same side if you wanted to, but I like the contrast of using this other side of that designer paper. And then we're going to take this and we're going to glue that little tab right to the side of our card that opens like backwards. Okay, so this opens backwards and I'm going to put it right in the middle. Look at the middle. I'm holding it here. I'm going to add some glue right here. Your tab doesn't have to be this big, but I didn't really have anything to do with something that little, so I just left it at 6 inches. Okay. And then we're going to take this little white layer and we're going to do a little stamping on it because that's our inside layer. Let me grab my, what are we going to stamp in here? Our front says Feel Better Soon. So our inside says, I wish I could make you better. And I think I will use the, I'll use Blackberry. I'm going to use Blackberry ink for I wish I could make you feel better. right here. That looks great. And then I'm going to grab this leafy thing. Image would be better. The leafy thing is going in here. And what color green do I want to use? I think I'm going to go with garden green because I do see a little bit of garden green in here. So I'm going to grab my garden green. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with garden green. And I'm just going to come in and add a little bit of greenery. And this is a really beautiful image too. Look at how pretty that is. I love this. Okay, this goes on the inside of the inside. So this one opens the wrong way. And we're going to put this right here. There we go. And then we're going to take this and glue it right in here. And you could have used a different color of card base for this inside card if you want, but I just chose to keep it the same. I know this doesn't make a lot of sense yet. Just hang tight. Make sure this stays in place. And now this is going to go through this window, and we are going to give it a little flagged end. And I'm not going to make it real deep, just a shallow flag here. So I cut in the center, and I'm going to cut down to the middle. Oh, see, I kind of pulled it out of there. Now I have that little white inner core. I'm going to trim that off because I don't like that. It's a whole thing for me. So this goes through here. Okay. And now we're going to come back in and we're going to set this in place. So I'm going to add glue just to this little strip. And we're going to bring this in here, and we're going to make sure that you pinch that down so that that banner is in place where it needs to be. We're going to center this right in the middle. Packers are ahead, 17-3. Thank you. We are watching Yellowstone right now. There you go, Nancy. I have not kept up with the last couple seasons, but okay, so now let's see. Oh, I didn't do my envelope yet. We'll do that next, but we have to do our embellishments, which I set right over here. And I think what we're going to use for those is, what do I do? Do I want to do the bird or do I want to do the dragonflies? I think I'm going to do some dragonflies. So here comes a dragonfly. And I think I'll put that right there. That's really cool. And I think I will put one on the inside also, right here. Ah, what do you guys think? Is this so cool? It's like a double fun fold. This is a really special card. And again, you could make these different colors if you wanted to, different patterns. But I did make one more. See how that goes in there? Just like this. Oh, I love it. I did make one more out of some different pattern. Here's another one. And again, this is a piece of cardstock instead of foil. Good grief. Aren't those cool? I need to do this yet. So this is, I think I'll use the Blackberry Bliss. Or maybe this time I'll use the green. Hang tight. And I'm going to do this little, could do this. Just like that. So that's a really pretty image too. And there's a die that cuts that out. Hang tight. So here is our fun fold. Third envelope. What did I do? Oh, I stamped the flowers on this one. So we've got that one and that one. Let me clear my desk. I love doing that. So there's those two. And here comes this one. And then we had these. Good grief. How pretty is this suite of products, you guys? Regal Winter. Oh, I just absolutely love this. Absolutely love it. Okay, let me set that back down there. Do this, whoops, and this. Ha! Is that all on the screen? Oh yeah, I did pretty good. Isn't that so pretty? Yeah, so one more time. This is my host code. It's on my blog. This is my blog address. You can find my online store there. Right below this video is a link to my blog. You'll find my online store link under this video. Also a link to the last chance product list. But this bundle is called Regal Flora. There's a whole suite. The suite comes with the bundle, the Regal foiled adhesive backed dots, the designer series paper, and the gorgeous ribbon with the gold edge. That's all part of the suite. So if you order the suite, you get all of this. That would more than qualify you to get my free card kit. I will include all the layers for you to make this card, and one of these, depending on which pattern, depends on what color I will put in your kit. And you will get this die cut for you, the Feel Better Soon, because that's not part of the suite. Yeah, aren't these pretty? I really, really love this one. Really love it. I'm glad that paper is not retiring. All right, you guys, it is 8:17. I did really good tonight. Like, I thought this was going to take a lot longer, but I have some amazing mail to share with you. So if you hang tight, I will grab my mail. Let me put some lips on first. Ooh, I have to share with you guys. I don't know if I shared this. Hang tight. I'm going to grab it. Okay, so I don't know if I shared this, but my bear hunting friend, Reggie, she made hand body butter out of bear fat. She rendered it down and used essential oils to make it smell really pretty. It's made from bear fat from the Beaver Lake bear hunters. It smells so good. And I've been putting this on my horribly dry hands because, you know, yesterday I had to wash them 500 times while I was baking cookies. And then, oh, I don't think I'll be able to get this open. Oh, yep, I can. And then lip balm. I know, isn't that weird? And it's all natural, all made from the bear fat. It smells so good. Anyways, I just thought that was so cool. This is Ocean Breeze and this is mint. Yeah, isn't that fun? I love it when we use all the things, all the things. What is the name of the dies that you used? The other dies I used are called Wanted to Say. Here you go. Let me get this. Wanted to Say. And these dies are amazing. And again, there's some little elements in here besides the words. Like there's a little present, there's a bow for the present, there's a stem, there's a flower, stars, and a heart. And then we've got celebrate, happy birthday, you're too kind with the detailed and then the background layers. And then the oh, this is the celebrate. And then the get well soon, which I'll find that in a minute when I put this stuff away. I don't know where that went, but it's here someplace. Wanted to Say are the dies. Yeah, these are great. This is a great set of dies to have. Okay. Oh, here's the Feel Better Soon. I'm going to put that right in there. I am going to have another bugle and grab my mail. tons of mail, you guys. Tons. I love to share all the pretty things. So I'm going to grab this one right away. This is from Kimberly Schrock. Let me pick these up and move them out of the way. I got to keep these straight so I have all my dimensions to cut the card kits for this week. By the way, the Thoughtful Wishes card kit, that is my December card kit, this one. I will start cutting those next week and hopefully get them out of here before Christmas. So those will be on their way. If you ordered one already, I know there's been a lot of interest in it. So lots of people love that one. Look at, Kimberly sent me this whole, look at these little marshmallows. All these little treats. She gives these to her mom's, I think, retirement home, I believe she said. Look at how cute that is. We will be remaking some of these. We have birthday season coming up. Look at how fun that is. I love Kit Kats. They're one of my favorites. That and Reese's. Oh. And, you know, sea salt caramels and Friday Night Fish and Old Fashions. Mango margaritas. Look at how cute this is. This is little Velcros. Okay. Oreos. I love Oreos. I still haven't made my homemade Oreos, you guys, but it's still in my plans. This is like a little kind of a short milk carton. Here's the card that Kimberly sent. Oh my gosh, how sweet is that? I would have never thought to use Coastal Cabana, or maybe this is Summer Splash, with pink. But here it is, like looking awesome, right? Isn't that so sweet? Yeah. That's a really cute stamp set. That is also on the last chance list. I think it's called Christmas Friends. Then look at this one. This one took me a minute to figure it out. Maybe it's going to take me a minute to figure it out again. Hang on. Oh, I did it. Look at it. It's filled with Grinch kisses. Look at how cute they are. Oh, we love the Grinch in this house. Do you know that I have Grinch aprons and I cannot find them? I bought them last year for everybody. And I have looked everywhere. St. Nick, this is a little belly band. Look at how cute this little thing is, you guys. It looks like kind of like a little mailbox. Again, Velcroed. Look at my favorites. What is this one? Oh, it's more Reese's. Reese's and Kit Kats. Good Lord, what could be better? Yeah, little belly band. Isn't that sweet? Hang on, I gotta get this back together. Oh, and did you guys catch this? That is what your finger looks like when you put it on the element inside your oven. Yeah, that hurt. My oven isn't working right, so I bought a temperature thinger to put in it, and that fell down into the bottom, and I went to pick it up and stuck my finger right on the element. But my oven worked fine all weekend, so thank goodness. Look at how cute this is. So this is that decorative trees, and then she die cut the tree shape and then die cut the glitter paper and put it on to window sheets for a peek through window. How cute is that? You guys see that? That is super brilliant. And this decorative trees, one of my favorites, you guys, is on the last chance list. And these, of course, are really good. So look at all those fun things she gave me. Like, holy cow, right? It was amazing. Okay, here comes mail. Thank you, Kimberly, by the way. This is from another Kimberly, Kimberly Milan. Oops, hang on. There we go. Look at how pretty that is. This is that Winter Meadow designer paper. Love it. Kimberly, you are the best. Thank you so much. And look at this beauty. Whoa, right? That is a whole bunch of beautifulness happening there. This is from Pam Costello. Hang on. Look at how gorgeous that is. Pam, thank you so much. This is so pretty. Good grief. And yeah, nice little envelope. Here comes another beautiful one from Donna Myers. Look at, ready? What? Oh my gosh. Donna, thank you so much. I love this, right? So cool. And that reminds me of like this one. Woot, woot. This was one I made for my Technique blog hop. Isn't that fun? Yeah, not the same. Different, but cool. Oops. Hang on. Let me see if I can open a card. What? Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you very much, Donna. Oh, and then this is from Shannon West. She's my demonstrator development manager from Salt Lake City, congratulating me on all my wonderful accomplishments. Isn't that pretty? I just love, this is that new online stamp set. Very, very cool. That's in the, I should say online exclusive. It's an online exclusive stamp set. This is my brother, Jeff. Isn't he adorable? And my wonderful sister-in-law, Barb, and their dog, Lily. So yeah, fun, right? That was a good one. And here comes my friend Terry, sent me Snoopy, which was really cute. And the Klotz family, which is my stepdaughter Stephanie's in-laws. So my grandkids are in here. We got some Canadian fishing, and here's the boys, and then these are the other kids in their family. Yeah. That was a nice card also. Kathy Showalter, look how pretty this is. What? Look at that. Isn't that fun? Kathy, thank you so much. This is beautiful. Love that stamp set. Here comes Jackie Blursh. Oh, Jackie's so pretty. So, so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? This is like the same suite of stuff, right? Absolutely gorgeous. Then this is from Linda Gilbert. What a cute little angel, right? Linda, thank you so much. Love it. Oh, and here comes all of these. Did I show these to you guys yet? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Caroling Mice donated. Friendly Gnomes donated. This was from Linda. Nothing's better than, so cool, right? Nothing's better than, and then something fancy. And these are bundles. These are bundles. Yep, from Linda Gilbert. This one's used, but hey, it's a whole bundle. I will definitely be giving these away. This is a really fun little set. Like, I have a whole bunch of cards using this. I just found them today. Friendly Gnomes, again, same thing. Beautiful, beautiful photopolymer set. Super adorable. And then the caroling, whoops, I put Linda Gilbert in all of these. Caroling Mice. So lots of fun stuff to give away. Just looking at comments here, you guys. I've got more mail. Hang tight. We love our mail. Here comes a Cynthia. What a sec. Look at how pretty this is. Ready? What? Look at how fun that is. Love it, Cynthia. That is a fun card. Here's another beautiful one. This is from Shella Sams. I love the use of the label here. And of course the paper is just to die for cute. And that's all retiring. This is the Snowy Wonder, all retiring. We do have more of those little candy, peppermint candy embellishments coming in. I think on the 23rd, we decided that last week, didn't we? Look, this is from Judy Brown. This is that same suite of products as this and this. And look at this. Isn't that pretty? That is just beautiful. Thank you so much, Judy. I was so thrilled to get a card from you. And then, oops, here comes Suzanne Scott. Here's fun trees, right? Oops. Very, very cute. Little dog prints going up the side there. Love it. Suzanne, your card is adorable. And then we have Irene Cuts. Look at Irene's card. Whoa. Very cool. Love this. Awesome card, Irene. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can get some more out here. Do I feel special, do you think? Yeah, it's Mary Banky. Look at how fun this card is. Mary. Beautiful. Love it. Some mountains in the background. Boy, this one was really popular. This is Ellen Herman. Look at how pretty this is. Isn't that just gorgeous? Whoa. And this is an easel card. Right? Golly. That is so pretty. Next I have Gloria Shermo. Look at that. I love these old-fashioned Santa Clauses. This card is just adorable, Gloria. Way to go. Way to go. And, oh, here's that same suite again. It's just so pretty. This is from Noreen Bandiff. Look at, ready? Whoa. Very cool. Way to go, Noreen. That suite, so pretty. Same suite. Ah, so pretty. Then we have Tommy Knight. This is from Lorraine Knight. She used Tommy Knight. I'm like, yep, okay. It says Ms. Tommy Knight. Isn't that pretty? I love this. Absolutely beautiful. And then the little Jerusalem down there. Isn't that cool? Love it. And this is from Diane and Chris. Oh, these Amaryllis are so pretty. And she's that Winkastella on there. You gotta love it. Ah, very, very pretty. Okay, here's a few more. I know you guys. Shelby! Shelby White. Shelby's in Missouri with her white Christmas. Look at how pretty this is. Yes. This is outstanding. Absolutely gorgeous, Shelby. Knocked it out of the park. And this one is from Carrie Hamilton. Ah, don't you just love that sled? Sophisticated sled. So pretty. Very elegant. Love your card, Carrie. Thank you so much. Here comes Elaine Rebeck. I love this paper. And your snowflakes are beautiful. Very classy. Yeah. Thank you, Elaine. This is beautiful. Okay, guys, we're getting down. I have to, okay, here's, whoops, hang on. This is from Polly Libby. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh, Polly, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love that you put the paper in here too, right? Like, how pretty is that? I never think to do that. Way to go, Polly. You knocked it out of the park too. And here, look at this one. So pretty. This is from Tina Semi. Isn't that beautiful? Love your colors too. And there's that Winter Meadow paper again. Barbara Savoring. Oh, Barbara, this is so elegant. Barbara used our deckled rectangle die and then probably blended it with a blending brush as a mask. So the die was cut out of the middle of a piece and then she masked it and just blended it. Isn't that so pretty? It's just so pretty. Thank you, Barbara. This is beautiful. Next up, Jamie Lency. Look at her pretty Christmas card. I love the gold in there. That's just really so pretty. Beautiful card, Jamie. Absolutely beautiful. Here comes a fun one from Linda Miller. Are you guys ready? What? Isn't that fun? I love this. She put a little post-it note in here. Yeah. So cute. That little reindeer is adorable. Thank you, Linda. And I think last but not least, you guys, I got a Christmas card, as I always do, from my cousin in Arizona. And she is a loan officer. So I'm going to give a shameless plug. If anybody needs a mortgage, She is licensed in Arizona, New Mexico, and California, I believe, and her name is Andrea Schmidt. She is top notch, outstanding at her job, and she always gives me um, a magnetic calendar, and I always hang it up, and I'm reminded of my cousin every time I look at my bulletin board. Okay, you guys, I think that's it for tonight. And I think that I need to go have some real food before I dive into all this deliciousness. What do you guys think? Uh-oh. Packers 20-3 at halftime. Woohoo! Go Pack! All right. I am going to hang on and I'll give you a proper goodbye. My mouth is full now. Sorry. But I am going to let you guys go. I will be back. I'm pretty sure that I will be live next Sunday, the 22nd. So, and then I'll probably, maybe, we'll see, take the 29th off. But if I don't see you back here next Tuesday or next Sunday, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. If you happen to not be able to be with me next Sunday night, I'm pretty sure I will be here. But I'm wishing you a Merry Christmas ahead of time because you can never have too much Merry in your life, right? Have yourselves a great week. Good night, everybody. Let me see if I can figure this out now.